You know, the food that you got when you were younger, that can make you run around the world 5 times. Oh, move, man. Why do women have like 500 products? It didn't make any sense. I was like, yo, my lips are hella shiny. Anyway, let's just get into the video. It's your boy Femizi bringing you back with a new video, new segment. You know, as I've probably told you in a previous video before, you know, we're jumping into it brand new. We're doing something very fresh. We're going to bring some lifestyle tips, things that we as men we can be doing to kind of enhance our daily lives. And let's start with something that I wanted to do. So these are 5 things that I use almost every single day. And the reason why that word almost is key is because I'm not consistent, but I try to use these things every day. And all of these things that I use does make a big difference in my life. So, you know, let's kick it off. Let's go straight into it. So the first thing that I use, or should I say one of the first things that I use, not in the order, but you know, one of the first things that I use is something called hand cream. So specifically, I use this hand cream right here, which is CeraVe. Honestly, this hand cream is a godsend because one thing that used to happen near my cuticles, so for the guys, the cuticles is actually, hold on, so the cuticles is this area here. And basically, I used to have a lot of skin peeling off of that area. I've had this since I was in secondary school and it's so annoying and it was very, very consistent. Do you know what happened? When I started using hand cream, specifically just any hand cream, that started to go away. Police sirens, you're ruining my video. But yes, they used to be really bad, and when I started using hand cream, made my life so much easier. I use CeraVe. This is one of the best hand creams that I've used so far. It's fragrance free. It also is really helpful, you know. Yes, it is helpful. It's really healthy on my hands. Also, it doesn't give you that sticky, that sticky weird feeling. It's got a very good balance between it not completely drying off your hands, but also it being somewhat moist. So yeah, I would recommend this. All links will be in the description. But yeah, this is the CeraVe Reparative Hand Cream. Secondly, we're gonna go with vitamins. And the vitamins that I usually go for are vitamins that have this vitamin D. That is the most important one for me because vitamin D is really good for your immune system, and it's also good for your skin as well. You know, it adds to your skin. Also, it helps with the fatigue and tiredness as well, and I think, you know, this is one of the best you can get as long as it focuses on vitamin D, which is one of the most important. And I say you can add it with magnesium as well. Those two work hand in hand perfectly to help fatigue. This one I got is from Holland & Barrett. It doesn't have to be Holland & Barrett. It's just that is where I love to buy my vitamins from. And yeah, I've taken one already, as you guys probably saw in the B-roll. I'm taking one, but yeah, this is honestly really good. You know, we're getting old. I mean, I'm not the same, you know, kid that I was like 19 years ago where I didn't need vitamins. What kid needs vitamins? All you needed was food. You know, the food that you got when you were younger, that can make you run around the world 5 times. Oh, move, man. And then thirdly, I would recommend SPF, i.e. sunscreen. Not sunscreen as in like Scream the movie. I mean sunscreen as in like, you know, as in this is a screen, so sunscreen. This is one of the best things that every single person on this planet can use. I don't understand why this is not preached about enough when it comes to you moisturizing and then after using some sort of sunscreen, because this can reduce the chances of you having skin cancer. This can reduce the chances of you having hyperpigmentation. But I will link these things in the description so that you guys have somewhere to find. But I would also recommend you to do your research. But honestly, this is one of the best things you can use. I use it whether the sun is out or not. You know what I mean? I use this every day. After I've moisturized, I use it every day. This is honestly one of the best things that you could be using. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, mixed race, please use SPF. Very important. Because you know what? Growing up, I never used to understand, why do women have like 500 products? It didn't make any sense. I was like, why? Why can't you guys just moisturize? But then, as I'm on this journey of understanding what it means to look after my skin, you know, look after my body, I've learned why women use so many products. And it's the reason why a lot of them, when they get really old, they still look good because they look after themselves. Anyway, the next product I would recommend is some sort of fragrance. Now, I'm just using this as a recommendation. I don't use this every single day because it's not ideal for the situation, but this Moschino smells absolutely fantastic. I use this whenever I want to go out. Usually it's more for like party settings. That is what this fragrance is for. It's more for like a party settings. If it was more, let's say, formal, I would use maybe something like Dior Sauvage EDT. Or if it was, i.e. I'm going out on a date, I would use something like Gentleman by Givenchy EDP. Or there's a new one that they've released not too long ago. I would also use that one. So I would have some sort of fragrance that I use every day. So not this one in per se. This is nice. I do like this, but I would recommend that you have some sort of fragrance. If you don't know where to look, I would recommend you to go to like any sort of perfume shop where you're able to sample different fragrances. Even if you don't know where to start, just ask the people on the counter. These people are more than welcome to help you with, let's say, their best-selling fragrances, you know, understanding the different notes and whatnot. But yeah, I would recommend looking at fragrances. Is one of the best things that you can do. Apply them every day, even if you're not going out. And then last but not least, I don't think I have to say much for this, right? Some of you, if you're not into skincare, you would have probably never seen this brand and you have never seen this lip balm because it ain't cheap. But for good reason, because this does the job. Think about, what's a really good lip balm that I can think of? What's that one that the tube is like the lid is red and then the outside is yellow? Carmex, that's it. Just remember. Think of Carmex, but think of it 10 times better. That is basically this. Then think of Vaseline, the one in the tube. I've got that, so I have to look for it somewhere. But then think of it 20 times better. That is this. This is so good. You're gonna look at the price point and think, for lip balm? Yeah, trust me. If it is too much, don't worry. I will link some alternatives. So I will link Carmex and I will link Vaseline. But honestly, this is so good. This really repairs your lips. This is fantastic, and it is really good for those who have like very sensitive lips as well. So I would recommend this. This is like a really good like lip barrier as well, and also it's fragrance free. Really good. But you know, those are the 5 things that I use. So you know, vitamins, SPF, fragrances, hand cream, and what's the last thing that I put again? It says SPF, hand cream, throughout my day and whatnot. You know, I look great, I can't complain, you know. And yeah, so I'd recommend for the guys, you know, if you guys can, by all means, I will try and put cheaper alternatives, because I understand that, you know, not everybody can pay like £8, £12, £10 for like hand cream and things like that. So you know, I do understand we are in a cost of living crisis, so you know, I might put a few alternatives below so that you guys have a place for you to also buy kind of cheaper products as well. But these have worked for me, and look at me. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope that this video is a little bit better. I'm sorry, you know, that, you know, I've not really been uploading. Like, my social media content has been very quiet in general, but I do hope to kick things up a notch. But let me know what you think of the footage as well. I tried to add some like B-roll just to kind of jazz it up a little bit. And yeah, I've not worn sunglasses before as well, but yeah, let me know what you think. But guys, it's been your boy Femizi. Look, if you guys got any suggestions, you guys, you know, use any sort, if you guys use these products as well, please drop them in the description. If you guys got any better products, cheap at a cheaper rate, or if you got products that I use but you can find them cheaper, again, please let me know where you guys find them. But yeah, it's been your boy Femizi. You know, I'm here for the mandem. I'm here for, you know, growing the mandem. I'm here for the mandem to like really, you know, have the best kind of resources and best things around them to kind of make them the best man that they can be. That's what my channel is about, and stick with me on the journey. It's me, your boy Femizi, man. Over and out.
Nothing.